Welcome, Capricorns, to your December 2017 reading. It is Chris from Embodying Light. So, hopefully, you are having a beautiful and blessed December. And this is my first month doing a reading for the signs. So, I'm trying a few different techniques, trying to learn my process and my way through editing the videos. So, bear with me, I promise it will get better as we kind of go along on the process. So I'm going to go ahead and connect to the energies here of Capricorn. All right. Just connecting here. And I want Capricorns to have love in their lives, creative success, step into their highest path, their highest destiny, and into their purpose. Asking for clear insight as it relates to December 2017. All right, and let's open up your reading here. Right, and let's see what comes up for Capricorns here. It's so funny. I just did the Sagittarius reading and the Six of Swords came up, but they had it in reverse, so a little different here. This is moving forward from something that's been causing a lot of mental strife, a lot of mental agony. This could be a situation with someone else. This could be a partnership. It could be an intimate partnership. It could also be a business partnership that didn't turn out as it seemed or you would have liked it to be. So it's time for you to move on to different ventures, or it's time for you to move into a different direction with something. This could also be in your life. This could be your own energy as well. What's also coming through is time to start thinking differently. The way that you've been thinking about the particular situation or the problem hasn't really been working. And again, so then we have the Seven of Swords. So it's like what's coming through is like you're adding insult to injury here. I feel like this is hostile energy. So whatever is going on here in this energy, you're kind of feeding it. I feel a lot of ego energy here. So if someone's coming up against you, you're coming right back at them with the same energy. And, you know, when you put out that energy, when you put out that anger, you know, I even feel a little bit of maybe being spiteful or being vindictive. You're only hurting yourself at the end. And as you can see this, you know, there's a hand there and it's like all of the words and all the energy that you're putting back, all it's doing is coming back to you and it's hurting you. It's harming you. I feel like this is an energy that you need to clear, and you need to be able to see or start to see how your own energy may have cultivated this situation, or there is a need to look at what is going on in this external situation. External situation is trying to show you about yourself. It looks like just like what you're putting out there is bringing back a lot of harmful energy towards you. Again, feels just very, a lot of ego energy, a lot of just maybe anger, vindictiveness almost. I feel like sharp words. And, you know, I'm not saying this is all Capricorns, but, you know, Capricorns, you know, they can have slick tongues, you know, they can be very harsh, very direct, and maybe this is not the approach that you need to take in this situation. you need to move away from that energy and try a new approach. So this could be maybe not necessarily an ending in a relationship or a venture, but this can be maybe moving away from the way that you've been handling things and trying a new approach so that this energy moves into a different direction. Because as you see here, like the waters back where the swords are here, it's kind of murky. It's dark, but if you look ahead, it's like it's clear ahead. There's like this new territory that is waiting to be discovered by you changing this energy that's here. So let's see what else comes up. They're just coming out. So a lot of swords. A lot of swords here. So absolutely. I feel like, you know, by you choosing to do something different, by you changing the way that you think about this particular issue or problem that you're confronting, you choosing to do this differently is going to bring new energy in. It's going to bring in a new mindset for you. And this is going to be, this is like a win for you. I feel like you're going to be able to, I don't feel like this is an ending in the sense where if this is a relationship or a business partnership that there is a kind of like definite ending. I feel like this is a shift of energy, and it's a shift where the conflict or what you're experiencing on the external level, what's triggering you is trying to teach you about your own energy and how you may be approaching others or these particular situations very harshly. And this is why you're getting this energy back. So I feel like there's a level where Capricorns may not be seeing their own energy clearly. And that's why they're being triggered in this way. Again, with Mercury retrograde, this is giving you an opportunity to see your energy from a different perspective. I always feel like retrograde unplugs people a little bit from their ego, which tends to be in the driver's seat, and kind of forces us to go inside of ourselves to connect with our guides, connect with our spirit self, our soul, or our higher self, and allowing our higher self to kind of parent our ego so we can see things from a different perspective. But again, there's victory here in this shift. There is a positive outcome that happens. And when you change this energy, when you change the energy that you put out in the world, then you win too, because your outlook changes, you know? Your outlook changes to this energy that's here, kind of in this undiscovered territory that you're moving towards. So a beautiful new beginning that is coming in for Capricorns here. So I'm going to pull a few cards from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Get some more insight or see kind of where this energy is moving or being directed, or anything else that you need insight on as it is related to these energies. All right, Capricorn. It's like a bunch of cards just kind of flip to the side here. I feel guided to read them all, so I'm going to read into the energy of all these here. Okay. I really feel like this energy is about learning how to work with other people, working with people whose perspective, opinions, and their mindsets are different than yours. I feel like there's an energy where if someone doesn't believe in the things that you do, or if they don't go about doing things in a particular way that you do, then there's like this kind of challenging energy. It's like I feel like there's this need to be really aggressive to make your point known. I feel like this is kind of like a superiority energy for some people too. And, I just feel like with the wise woman of Wonderland, I feel like this is a need for you to learn how to work with others. Other people's opinions, their ideas are just as important. So learn to listen to others and see what they have to offer. Don't just shoot it down. Sometimes we shoot other people's ideas down and we don't even know any information or background about what they're presenting to us. Instead of looking at it as a situation where someone else is challenging you, look at it as someone else is teaching you something. Go and learn something new, that can teach you to see things from a different perspective. It doesn't mean that you have to believe in it. Again, learn about as much as you can. Be open minded. And if there's something that resonates with you, then keep it. And if it doesn't resonate with you, then you don't have to take it with you, but at least you have learned something new. And then we have the River Queen. I feel like this is letting go of this kind of, again, this control issue. Letting go, letting go. You need to let go of these knives because you're really only hurting yourself. Allow this energy to be released. Clear this energy out so that you can move in a different direction, so you can have more peace. I just feel like a lot of Capricorns can be experiencing like a lot of chaotic energy, and it really feels like this is with other people. Um, I feel like Capricorns can be very aggravated. Like I see some Capricorns going to their friends and kind of being like, "Oh, well, my boss or my coworker or my significant other did this, da 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 da," and just being really aggressive and irate. And they're not really seeing things clearly. They're not seeing that it's their own energy that is fueling these situations. So I feel like it's time to let go and release, these perspectives, release the ego, release this aggression, so you can kind of move forward here. Again, I keep getting pulled to this card because I feel like this is the direction on the other side there that you seek to achieve. You want this peace, and you just have to allow this energy to kind of move through, clear this energy so that you can get kind of back in the normal pace for your life, so you can move forward, you can move in a new direction. Then we have the Ice Queen. So it's so funny because I was actually thinking like, um, when I was looking at the Seven of Swords, like feeling this sense of entitlement or that superiority, or like you know more, you know better, a lot of ego energy there. Um, and what's happening here is this is being dissolved. You know, this is you guys starting to see how, again, how your energy affects other people. And there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of information coming in to help you clear this energy. I feel like for a lot of Capricorns, you may not been able to see this within yourself, these qualities, these energies. I feel like other people may have seen these things, and this is why other people have confronted you or called you on them. And then when they call you out, you kind of get defensive because it's your ego trying to protect itself. And then you're the one, it's your energy that's coming back at other people like this. And the outside people, all they're doing is triggering you. And we receive those triggers because there's something that we need to look at within ourselves. And we need to, instead of kind of blaming other people, we have to start to look within and understand why that energy is present. What is that energy trying to teach us about ourselves? Instead of looking at the situation as it being about a person, look at it as an energy. What is this energy trying to teach me? Why did I call this energy into my life? And I feel like when you look at things that are challenging you as in a perspective for you to learn something about yourself, then I feel like you're going to let your guard down and you're going to go within and really take a look at yourself here. Um, so then we have the web weaver. Um, so again, I feel like this is, divine intel coming in to kind of point out to you kind of your own energy. This is also about karma, um, cause and effect, how the energy that we cultivate, the energy that we resonate within ourselves creates our reality. It creates the situations, the circumstances, and the people that are attracted to our universe. And it's also presenting to you, well, hey, do you want to keep cultivating this energy? Because I feel like this has kind of been a cycle for a lot of Capricorns being in this energy. Do you want to continue to be in that energy? Or do you want to move over to these calmer waters where you don't have to deal with that? You don't have to feel that energy, because I also feel like it's very draining. This is a very draining cycle of energy, very frustrating. And then in the end, when you sit back and you pull away from that, like, you end up feeling empty. Um, and then there's also with the web weaver, it's kind of like once you've cleared this energy, you've learned to. I feel like for a lot of Capricorns, this is about understanding your energy, understanding how your energy affects other people. Um, but if you do this work, again, we still have the Ace of Swords. You know, there's a, I feel like there's an opportunity for you to come out the winner here in doing this work. And I feel like you can do that through being considerate of others, being kind. And again, this is what I was saying, where it was like, even though people may have different opinions than you, different beliefs, different ways, about going about things, it's not necessarily about looking at things as right or wrong. It's about learning. Everything in life is about learning. And there's always something that we can learn through someone else. We're all unique. We all have unique blueprints. That's why we are individuals. But we are to contribute our unique individual personalities to the whole, to the collective. And we have to allow each other to shine in their respective rights. And when you're able to get more insight into a person and understand a person more, then you understand that they're human. They're a spirit, they're a soul having a human experience just like you. And you're able to cultivate more compassion for someone else's unique journey, their trials, their struggles, and also their triumphs. I feel like the Ace of Swords can be triumphs. And when you're able to see things from that perspective, not only do you make beautiful connections with people, but you also win too. This is really beautiful energy, I feel like. And this is a one card, so again, I feel like this pairs right up with the Ace of Swords. This is showing a new side of yourself, showing a very kind, I feel like this energy is very masculine. And this is about Capricorns connecting to the divine feminine, or feminine energy. So if you are it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman, we still carry masculine and feminine energy within us both. And so I just really feel, I really feel like Capricorns need to let their guard down and be open to new things. I feel like a lot of these cards up here are like gray. There's a lot of gray area. I feel like a lot of fog, a lot of shadow, and it's time for Capricorns to move to new waters, move in a new direction, and bring more beauty and light into your lives. So I'm going to pull a past life card for Capricorns as to what energies you're working through, especially during this retrograde period. you'll be able to see this energy um, the way that you need to. And I feel like once Mercury goes direct, you'll be able to work within these energies and move forward, and bring in a lot of new beginnings and a lot of new connections um, with people. So, yeah, I feel like this is karmic relationship. So, again, with that Six of Swords, like I really felt with the Six of Swords that there's another energy here. So again, relationships, karmic relationship doesn't necessarily have to be a, intimate relationship with someone, although it most certainly can be. This could also, a karmic relationship still can be that business partnership. It could be a family member. That's still a relationship with someone. But I feel like this is mainly your energy. You're being triggered so you can clear this energy so you can learn how to have more harmonious relationships with people. Um, I feel like for a long time, Capricorns have been avoiding their own energies, um, avoiding the impact that their energies have on other people. And they can no longer do this. You guys can no longer do this. You are being forced to deal with this because it's really causing you a lot of pain. This can even be, Capricorns wanting to connect deeper, or at some point we start to mature and we get older and we want to cultivate different types of relationship with others, but we keep attracting the same types of people and we don't understand why. And now I feel like you get to see without kind of like the veil on what your energy looks like. And I feel like in December, and especially again with this retrograde, Capricorns are kind of getting a dose almost of their own medicine. But once you come to this realization, you're able to see this aspect of self, you can clear out this energy. And showing love and showing kindness and compassion to others is very healing, not only for yourself, but it also brings others towards you. It brings more harmonious relationships into your life. So I feel like there can be a lot of disharmony this month around relationships and interactions with other people with Capricorns. So stay strong. Really take the time to slow down, as I've told all signs. We're all feeling the energies of, the gateway, which is heart activations, and then also with the, I don't know, I had a mental block, the full moon in Gemini, and we also have Mercury in retrograde. So this is the last big push to clear out this energy that's no longer serving us. So beautiful new energy can come in, and it feels like there is a lot of love and compassion that wants to come in. I think this is a new way of expression, kind of showing a new face in a sense for Capricorns, because I feel like a lot of people are used to getting the Seven of Swords from Capricorns, and for them to be able to get and be met with like kind and beautiful energy is going to be that shift. This is, you're moving on from this energy. You see that it doesn't serve you. It's very healing for you. It's a release of energy, what's been weighing you down and draining you. And I feel like you come out feeling a lot lighter, and you're the winner at the end of the day in these energies. So I hope that reading resonated with you. Again, this is a general reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So make sure you check out the video for your rising sign to get a little bit of a clearer picture. And if you would like a personal reading regarding your own energy and resonance, of course, you can email me at intherockcrystals@gmail.com. So I hope everyone has a beautiful and blessed holiday, and I will see you in 2018. And let's close out your reading energies. Thanks for joining.